AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Fair in perspective. Russell Westbrook is crazy immature, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, I get that, but don't call him the Westbrook whisperer if he's crazy immature and you didn't figure him out. I hate players that are hot-headed like that. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm on like the Julius Randle transformation because Julius Randle to me, Russell Westbrook, LeBron. Right now, you see it with Luka. I think it happens with a lot of players. I think it's natural to feel entitled when you're that talented or you're that skilled, because then you like Luka's like, I deserve every call, right? Is that part of the Luka's problem? I deserve every call. What are you talking about? I'm Luka Doncic, and when you don't call it for me, I'm going crazy. It can be similar for Julius Randle was going through that with the Knicks. He achieved some level of success, and then he gets foul calls, but he would also complain a lot. Like Julius Randle, you can see him get exposed at the end of games. Remember, he kicked the chair at the end of a game. He's not really clutch like that because there's no go-to move. He would struggle to even worse than Jason Tatum would in crunch time because there's no go-to move. He's not going to the paint. And a lot of it has to do, I believe, maybe with the fact that you're a master of, you call that? How you say that? Master of none. I just said it earlier today, too. You're great at a bunch of stuff, but you're a master of nothing. And I think when like LeBron, Randle, Westbrook, Luka, I don't think they're dumb people whatsoever. Yes, thank you. Jack of all trades, master of none. I think when you're a jack of all trades, these are not dumb people. This is you having to you have all these departments, what do they say, compartmentalize. You have all these places to put on the shelf. And in real time, you have to plug and pull stuff on a basketball court to go utilize it like a weapon. Because these are guys that are superhuman. Julius Randle, I keep saying it. Julius Randle, imagine if you woke up tomorrow and you were 6'9", 260 pounds, straight chiseled. You're walking around daring anybody to do anything to you. You don't even know what to do. You might do a cartwheel. You might do a handstand. You might be on a train talking about showtime. You're going to go to the MSG practice facility, wherever. It's like, yo, look at me. Give me a job. To wake up looking like that. Look at Westbrook is chiseled. He's 6'4", chiseled. And then they have the will to stay in shape, but they don't have the emotional intelligence. Right? And the brain is very complicated. In order to get even your thoughts across, I think for in your 20s and teenage years, you're dealing with peer pressure, what you think people want to hear from you. And very few people can really speak from their heart like that. It's beyond it takes beyond balls. Right? It just so with Randle and these guys, it's like, I don't think so, Knicks. My nigga. I think Westbrook did not get a bad rap. I think KD was soft, and he should have put Westbrook in his place some way, somehow. Get some leadership skills and establish, hey, without me, this ain't going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Durant and Harden was the true quitters. They all lack emotional intelligence. That last decade, they lacked emotional intelligence. And you see the people that stayed steady the most. Look at Draymond Green. You talk about lacking. Hold on. Let me counter that. Let me stop real quick. Let me slow down, as AllBall says. Draymond Green is way less talented than all these guys, way less skilled than all these guys. And I think he's highly emotionally intelligent. He just doesn't care. He just says, you know what? Let me unleash this. Bow, and I'll snuff somebody. Bang. But he knows after the game, hold on, I think I bugged out a little bit. Let me go front I care. These guys don't know that. Russell Westbrook, they unleash and they lose control. LeBron used to do that. Remember, LeBron used to, and during the finals, during the Eastern Conference Finals, he was meditating on live television, faking reading books. Your man was reading Malcolm X books. Yeah, right. What's your favorite part, LeBron? Oh, the part where they went to the ice cream shop, I think. Shut up, LeBron. But he was finding his way to just like be in the middle because everybody can't be Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and go nuts and go, what'd you say to me? Everybody, I don't think everyone has that ability. I think, and even if we're being real, Jordan and Kobe aren't as talented as LeBron. I believe, and maybe I'm crazy, Julius Randle to me is more talented than a Michael Jordan and Kobe, but he's not as skilled. He never developed the skills. He's 6'9", 260. You think Michael Jordan is stronger than Julius Randle? Left-handed, but he never put it together. That is a look at Lamar Odom. I'll point, you'll always hear me talk about these guys because it's tough for them. It's tough for them, I think, and then they don't have the will to really, like Mike had the will and he had the emotional IQ, like I mentioned earlier. He told Barkley, yo, calm down. They're already scared of us to the Angola team in the Olympics. They're already intimidated. They're asking us for autographs. Like Jordan already knew it was checkmate, easy breezy. Randall doesn't have that. LeBron didn't have that. Like you could really shake LeBron. They were really talking about his mom and everything on the court. Let's get to him. We could get to him. You couldn't get to Kobe and Mike. Couldn't get to them. I've seen Bill Simmons get in trouble for mentioning, maybe it has something to do with LeBron not having his pops around. Like Bill Simmons got in trouble for that. Right? I don't know. I would like to go look at a thing about that. The players that play with, and Kobe actually spoke to that. Let me look that up. Steve Stout mentioned this. This is controversial. We're hitting the highly controversial zone. Steve Stout, Kobe. I was on the New York Gangster, but I actually played that. But I'll keep it brief. Steve Stout talked about how Kobe said a lot of players come in there and they act like they're tough to make up for a lot of stuff, and a lot of them are missing their pops. He's like, but you can see there's a lot of bravado. At the end of the day, it's like, what are you talking about? That they have a lot of false bravado. AI, a lot of these guys. AI grew up with his pops, I believe. AI wasn't these guys. It's one of them guys he was talking about. But who is their mentors, basically, to teach him, like, because the relationship between Kobe's father and himself is really interesting. I would love to deep dive to that, deep dive into that one day. I will. Who is these guys' mentors? Because it's tough. I got a son. You see him, you just go, yo, chill out. Whether it's crying or whether it's too emotional, you go, hey, look, it'll be okay. I told him the other day, they were saying, I don't know what name they called him. It was some wild, like ridiculous name. And you go, as an adult, you say to yourself, that means nothing. Like, but obviously the kids, they come up with their own thing, their own environment, their own culture. So in their environment, whatever that word is, it means something. So you go, listen, you can't give it too much energy. You're the one who controls that. If you laugh at yourself more, once you could do that, you're good. You're golden. You take yourself too seriously, how are you going to get along with people? And then they're going to control you. So with this emotional IQ thing, Randall saw if we need a Westbrook, he has the real dog in him. Westbrook is out of his mind, bro. I don't believe Westbrook is a dog like that. He's a dog as far as going hard body, but he ain't. I've never seen him step up. Like, speaking of that, I don't mind having Patrick Beverly, because Patrick Beverly is an antagonist. None of them are Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly will start something. We need a guy like that. We don't have a guy like that. We need to antagonize the other team and get in their heads a little bit, because everyone's not built for this. We saw what happened when Draymond was in Boston. Boston Celtics just probably about to win a championship tonight, right? We saw what happened with them. Jaylen Brown came out this year. He said, yo, in front of Draymond, like, yeah, you told us a lot. That moment that took place where, yeah, Draymond had the Celtics shook. But it's like that. You're younger. Draymond's a veteran. He's testing you. He's trying to do everything he can to get in your head. Draymond is not as talented as Jaylen Brown. He has no business. Jaylen Brown has no business thinking about Draymond Green on the basketball court. You can't guard me. He should have laughed, but now he knows how to laugh. Julius Randle, I'm not sure if he quite turned the corner yet. We only saw a couple of months of him healthy this year. And when we finally fell in love with him as unilaterally as a fan base, is when OG got here, and that was only for a month. It'll be interesting to see him attempt to turn this around. See if he's worth. Remember, the extension is lingering as well. OG Anunoby, if they can stick together, I want to see just two months. Let's start with 2 months of OG and Julius Randle on that court together. Because then you have a guy that puts you in third place as the best player on the team. That's how I look at it. I saw somebody in the comments say, I was wrong. Mitchell Robinson is not our third best player, is Julius Randle. I don't have a problem with that. If you think Julius Randle is our third best player, that's how I always thought of him. He was a third or fourth best player on a championship team. So he can be the third option or come off the bench as a sixth man because you're the third option. But you're an option. The fact that you're an option is an amazing feat. AllBall gets offended when I say Cat is a third option, but at least he's an option, and he put himself there. He should be a first option, right? But the fact that you are one, you are schemed against. You have to worry about Randle. He is schemed on, but we need you to be schemed on at the third most rate on our basketball team. Because at the first and second rate, you cause too many errors for ourselves. A lot of self-inflicting turnovers, self-inflicting damage to the team. And we can deal with that when you're the third or fourth best player. The ball less, with less time in your hands. You having to think out this thing. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.